Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this update we are going to check out JasmyCoin's price chart. And if you remember, in the middle of the previous video we talked about this possible extension structure indicating maybe this is one, correction for two, and we're gonna have a massive continuation of the move up into wave 3 4 5, which on a higher degree at that point this white 5-wave up is going to be into this wave 3, and then we can have like corrective movement for another move up into wave 5. And do you remember right after checking this count what we said exactly? We said in most cases we are not really that lucky, and odds are this scenario is a bit too optimistic and we shouldn't really count on it being in play. Instead, we can say maybe this is going to be okay. 5 up into 1, correction for wave 2, decent strong move up into wave 3 too. But this point, correction for 4, another move up into wave 5, which means two things. Number one, we can say with like a good bit of confidence in JasmyCoin, maybe we have hit our final low. Number two, what happens after a 5-wave up? Even if you want to go according to the most bullish count indicating the bottom is in, you know it, we are going to have a move on the downside. And what do you know? We exactly got this possibility, which we talked about it in the previous update. So this really once more goes to show you that you shouldn't really be overwhelmingly optimistic on any chart, even if most signs suggest we're gonna go up big time. Now, let's be pessimistic as long as we are not proven otherwise. So, you know, in case we get like a move on the down or maybe upside, we're not going to be surprised by that at all. Now, question is though, what is going on in this region? And first things first, I think we need to check out some indicators. Let's go on H4 time frame, zoom in a little bit more. Okay, what is going on? As you can see in stock RSI, we are having a buy signal. This is not that bad, but we are around the overbought region, and maybe soon in here we are going to get a sell signal. But I'm here to tell you, you should probably not really count on this thing to cause a massive move down. No, why? Because pay attention to what is going on in MACD. We're having a buy signal now. At the moment, this buy signal is not confirmed yet. You need to wait, I think, like about 2 hours until the current candle closes. And at that point, if you still have this thing, that can be an optimistic sign suggesting we are actually going to get a move up in JasmyCoin. Do we have some more signs indicating we're going to get a move on the upside? The answer is yes. Let's go on H1 time frame, and once more, we are having a beautiful buy signal, which is doing the job perfectly, but that is really not the point. Pay attention to what is going on in here. As you can see, this is a low on the live chart. The other one is a lower low. But in MACD, this is a low. The other one is a higher low. And between them, we sort of kind of went very much close to the neutral level. So what is it that I'm trying to say? I'm trying to tell you, look, this is a beautiful bullish divergence between MACD and the price action, which is going to cause a decent move up in like very short time. I'm going to say probably in the next 48 hours in JasmyCoin. So for now, let's expect something like this to happen. But what are the implications of this move? And can we say this is going to be like a very strong move up in order to continue setting new highs? I don't really think so. Why is that? Let's go around here. Maybe it's best to go on like 15-minute time frame and check out this initial move on the downside. So in my view, this is actually starting from this point to about here, an ABC zigzag, something like this. This is also an ABC on the upside, and this can be a 1 2 3 4 5. So, you know, maybe we are having in this area an ABC in form of a running flat. Now, if you go on some lower time frames, even for example 5-minute time frame, by the way, in my own time I rarely go on such lower time frames, but you know, this is for the sake of educational purposes, so I'm thinking it's fine. Let's go on 1-minute chart and go around here, zoom a little bit more. Okay, so what is going on? I think this is a beautiful 1 2 3 4 5-wave impulsive structure down, followed by, like we said it before, an ABC flat on the upside, and then probably this is going to be, excuse me, another 1 2, and then 1 2 3 4 5 wave down into wave 3, correction for 4, another move down into wave 5, and our correction can be the end of it right in here, followed by correction up and yet another impulsive structure on the downside, something like this. Now let's go back on 15-minute time frame and see what do we have overall. Essentially 3 sets of 5 waves on the downside. So I'm going to argue in JasmyCoin there is actually a decent chance that we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave, which means what? If you are a regular viewer, you probably know what I'm about to say. This is actually the beginning of a new move on the downside in Jasmy, but I don't really think this move up is going to be like that strong, and in it we are going to set new lows. In fact, currently, according to my primary case, I am thinking about the possibility of having an ABC zigzag, which the subways for it are going to be like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into A, correction for wave B, let's say an ABC, sure, and yet another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave on the downside. If I just go on the live chart, okay, so in my view, the current move up is going to be most likely a correction structure, meaning a very slow and choppy move on the upside, and odds are between our pullbacks down, you are going to be soon able to find some overlapping of the waves, which will be a very, very important characteristic of a corrective movement. So, you know, let's say overall, this is going to be like a WXY. Before that, we are having a clear cut 5 wave on the downside. Essentially, these might be the sub waves for an A, B, and what's next? Yep, another move down into our C leg, and this is a key, pay attention. In this phase down into wave C, I'm thinking we can actually have a retest of this important level, and we may very well go to about the lower band of this region for the first target, about, let's say, 1.45 cents, even like a bit lower. But generally, I don't really want to see JasmyCoin spending a whole lot of time under this level, and then from here I need to see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave, a very strong move without a lot of overlapping of the waves, in order for me to be able to say with a good bit of confidence, you know what, this ABC is actually confirmed, and the low of our correction in this phase down is already in, and on a higher degree, this is hopefully going to be an insanely bullish setup. Why? Because you can say that we are having 5 wave up into a wave 1, followed by a correction for wave 2, and what's next? You know it, big move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5. And in this phase up into wave 3, I'm really hoping that by like just the first step, we are going to finally get a break of this region, which the higher band of it is about 2.3 cents, and then we get like a consolidation pattern above it into potentially this wave 4, and what's next? Another move up into wave 5. And when you go on some higher time frames, you realize that this isn't going to be by no means the end of our move up. In fact, it might very well be just the beginning. Why? You see, on some higher degrees, I think this is a 5 wave into wave 1, correction for wave 2, a strong 5 wave up, maybe even this yellow one into wave 3, correction for 4, another move up into wave 5, and even this yellow 5 wave up can be into a larger degree wave 3, correction for 4, another move into wave 5. If this scenario is happening in Jasmy, which I do sort of kind of at the moment believe that this is actually in play, then okay, it means we are in for some very much exciting price action. So in JasmyCoin, overall, according to this count at least, we are looking extremely bullish, and there's simply nothing to be worried about. But in the short term, I'm going to argue odds are, since this is a 5 wave down, we are going to get a correction structure on the upside, and then yet another move down in order to take the lows, and maybe even go to about this region around the 1.45 cents area. And okay, after having this ABC zigzag, let's have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up in order to take the height of our B leg, and at that point we are going to be extremely bullish, since in here, starting from, excuse me, this low, we are absolutely able to find complete 5 wave with all the sub waves very clearly, and we can say we are entering the next magnificent phase of the bull run. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in JasmyCoin. Anyway, If you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some DCNTA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.